welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing something really fun. If you guys follow me on social media, you guys would have seen a picture of the new Too Faced Chocolate Bonbon palette that's supposed to be released here in December, I believe. And this is what it looks like. It is going to be an addition to their other chocolate bars that they have. So you got chocolate bar number 1, and then you have the semi-sweet palette, and then you're gonna have the chocolate bonbon palette. It is supposed to release, I wanna say December 9th. So right in time for the holidays. In case you guys are in love with the chocolate bar palette as much as I am, this is a great addition to your collection. So let me jump into it and show you guys exactly what it looks like. I am gonna zoom you in just a little. This is what the chocolate bonbon palette looks like. I mean, it's so stinking cute. I don't know that I have another palette that's like pink like this. It's so cute. But this is what it looks like. It is the exact same packaging as the chocolate bar palette. Let me show you. The chocolate bar palette right here, which is one of my favorite palettes, and then this is the bonbon palette. It's got the same exact tin casing, except how this one has little chocolates, like a little chocolate indentations. These have little hearts around them. So it's the exact same thing. This is the back side, exact same thing. Once you open it, this is what it looks like. It says Too Faced Chocolate Bonbon on it, and then these are the shades. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give you guys swatches so you guys can see. I will swatch them all for you real quick and then put the names, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to talk about it.
Alright, so the first color we have is called Almond Truffle. It's just this nice light matte brown shadow. Then we have Cashew Chew, which is a little bit lighter than the first color. Then we have Dark Truffle, which is the darkest color in the palette, but it does have a bit of a sheen to it. Then we move into Cotton Candy, which is this beautiful pearlescent pink color. Then you have Pecan Praline, which is this cool tone light brown shadow. Then we have that big highlight shade called Satin Sheets. So beautiful. And then we have Cafe au Lait, which is another beautiful color. A lot of fallout, but so beautiful. Now we have Totally Fetch. Look at that color, you guys. Super pigmented. Then we have this other baby soft pink called Sprinkles. Then next we have Bordeaux, which is this nice matte brown shadow. Earl Grey, which is this teal kind of multicolored shadow. Now we have Molasses Chip, one of my favorite ones. A lot of fallout, but beautiful. Then we got another nice transition shade called Mocha. Then we have Divinity, which is that cream matte shadow. And then the second to last one is Malted, which is another dark shadow. And then we have the purple shadow called Black Currant. A lot of fallout in that, a little bit choppy.
So as you guys just saw the swatches of the palette, if you guys noticed with some of the swatches on the palette, some of the colors were more choppier than others. In particular, like any sort of glitter or little shimmer in it tend to have more fallout than others. The one thing I will say I do love that they actually wrote the names on the shadows versus the chocolate bar palette, or you actually had to keep the little plastic part on it. Otherwise you wouldn't know what colors were what. When I opened the chocolate bar palette and then I opened the, I don't want to blind you. When I opened the chocolate bar palette and then I opened the chocolate bonbon palette, I noticed that, let me zoom in. When I looked at this palette, I was like, that doesn't look too different. So if you look at the palette side by side, this is the chocolate bar palette and this is the bonbon palette, you're going to see that the highlight shades are both there. So you get your pinker highlight shade in the chocolate bar palette, and then you get your gold shade in the bonbon palette. You get your cream matte shades in both palettes, and then you kind of notice the similarities where you get this light pink shade, you get a purple, then you get some matte browns like these colors right here, and then you have these matte browns right here. You get like, look at this matte brown is not much darker than this one. And then you get your nice bronze shade, which you get here too. Same thing, this one isn't much darker than this one. And then you get some just random colors. So I have played with this palette a few times now. The entire eye look that I have is using this entire palette. So on my eyes today, I have Cafe au Lait, Molasses Chip, and then I also have Bordeaux and what's this one? Dark Truffle. And I will say that all of the shimmery shades I used, like this Cafe au Lait and this Molasses Chip, they have a lot of fallout on them, especially the glitter that's in them. I noticed that I had to kind of wipe all of my, everything I wiped under my eyes was from all the fallout from these two shimmery shades. So that These two shades right here have a lot of shimmer. I noticed that anything with shimmer, the reflex, like the little gold reflex or the little shimmer, tend to fall out. So that is something to keep in mind, that when you're doing this, when you're using this palette, if you do plan on using any of the shimmery shades, make sure to use some sort of Fix Plus or do your foundation after, because you will get quite a bit of fallout. So this is White Chocolate right here from the Chocolate Bar palette. And then this is Divinity. They're not that far off from each other. They're pretty much the exact same thing, except White Chocolate is just a smidge warmer. But when you're putting it on your lid, you're not going to notice a difference. So I have Satin Sheets as the inner corner highlight and as my brow bone. And it's a really pretty highlight. So I do like the highlighters. So the palette is a beautiful palette. I mean, if you are if you like to collect eyeshadow palettes, of course you're going to want to collect this, because it's a beautiful, beautiful matte. It's a beautiful palette to just add to your collection. It's so pretty. It's such a girly girl palette. If somebody doesn't have a Chocolate Bar palette, I still am a huge fan of the Chocolate Bar original palette versus a Semi-Sweet, which I did not like at all. This one I really do like, but if you were to ask me, you know, would you choose this one or would you get this one, I would still go with the Chocolate Original Bar palette, only because you get everything. You get the cream matte shadow, you get the matte brown, dark brown shadow, you get an assortment of shimmery shadows, and you get a perfect assortment of warm tone colors to use. If you are a palette collector, I would say this is a great palette to add to your collection. Do I say that it's better than this one? I absolutely love this palette more than any other palette that they've made so far. This is a great palette as well, but I feel like some of these colors are just a little redundant of these colors, or they just tweaked it a little to make it a little bit more shimmery, a little more darker, a little more lighter. It's a good palette. I just don't see it as a necessity palette. If you have the extra money to spend on it, go ahead and buy it, but if you are somebody that wants a very good palette to work with every day kind of a palette, I would definitely go with the original one versus this one. So let me know if you guys are planning on getting this palette. Do you plan on buying this palette, or do you plan on just sticking with what you got? Do you guys own any of the palettes? Which palettes have you been eyeing? I really love the Chocolate Bar palette. It's what I go to all the time. It's one of my favorite palettes. I use it, like I said, I use it constantly. Anyways, I hope you guys like this review. If you guys have any other questions, if I didn't answer something that you guys are looking for in particular, feel free to add it in the comments and I will try to answer it as best as I can. And yeah, so I hope to see you guys all in my next video. If you guys haven't subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Otherwise, I will talk to you guys all in my next video. I love you guys, and I will see you guys so soon. Bye.